This is Greater MSP Business with Cindy Brucato.
U.S. Bank Stadium, the new home of the Minnesota Vikings, is the largest public-private partnership in our region's history. With the $1.1 billion project just about complete, we took a tour and learned that everything here has a magnitude of scale. There's 66,800 seats, so accessibility of concession stands is critical. There will be 600 points of sale. Instead of rings of suites, there are 8 pods, each with its own management staff. Internet wiring is a necessity for professional football, trade shows, and rock concerts. There are more than 180 Wi-Fi points. And for those concerts, there are world-class acoustics. Michele Kelm-Helgen is the chair of the Minnesota Sports Facility Authority, the public entity that oversees the stadium and the person with the biggest to-do list in town.
Thanks again, Michele. We really appreciate this tour. So what's the first event that we're going to be seeing here?
Well, the first week in August, the building will be officially opening. We will do a grand opening event that I think the governor and the mayors and all the construction partners and a lot of the public will be invited to. And that will be the official ribbon cutting. And what we hope to do is a big public open house. So we actually will have timed public tours where people can get a ticket with an actual time that the folks from the public can come in and see the stadium.
And how close are we to completion right now?
We're about 85% finished here. As you can see, the whole building is enclosed now and the heat's on and all the work is being done to finish off concession stands, suites, club spaces, restrooms, obviously all the infrastructure that it takes to run the stadium as well.
How many people work here now on a daily basis?
On a day-to-day basis, there's somewhere around 1,300 to 1,400 people on site working every day. It's really hard to tell because there's 7 levels to this stadium and obviously a lot of interior spaces that people are in and working on, but they're here.
And what about non-construction people? Have you started hiring those?
Well, we've actually already started that. We have a team of people in place that are doing the sales and marketing for the stadium. I always talk about the fact that the Vikings are obviously our most important tenant, but they actually only are here in the building for their 10 game days plus hopefully 1 or 2 playoff games every year. Other than that, we have 350 days a year to rent the stadium.
And what kind of events are going to be best suited for this kind of space?
Well, as you can see, we've got great acoustical treatments that are being put up. It's going to be a really good concert venue. We're going to do conventions. We're going to do floor shows. We've got all these club areas where we actually have booked weddings, corporate dinners, corporate meetings.
You've got a wedding booked for this space already?
A good number of weddings that are already booked. The Vikings have put in over half the money for this facility. They also will pay us $10 million a year in rent and capital payments every year. That pays over 70% of our operating costs on a year-to-year basis. And for that, we get this amazing stadium to use for all our public events. We're going to play baseball games here in the winter for high schools and colleges. So all those teams don't have to travel outside of Minnesota to get their spring games in.
And this is a very public project with a lot of attention and a lot of drama. How do you keep the egos in check? How do you keep the wheels on the bus?
Well, a big part of my job is sort of bringing the disparate groups together to make sure that we're all working together and the issues that come up are dealt with and negotiated, if you will. Probably the best decision we made on this project was hiring Mortensen Thor Construction, a local construction firm. The one thing when the governor appointed me, he was very clear that he wanted the work and the jobs to stay in the communities.
Any surprises or challenges in getting this project underway and toward completion?
It's this ETFE roof. There is nothing like it on any other stadium. But because it's never been done to this size or scale, it has been for Mortensen and for our architects and therefore for the authority, it's been a very complicated piece of this building. And there's been a lot of learning that's happened along the way and things that we've done that we've had to change or improve on as we've made our way through this. So I think the features of this building that make it amazing have also made it challenging, and that I think ultimately is going to be the best part and feature of this building. All these things are worth it.
With Michele Kelm-Helgen, chair of the Minnesota Sports Facility Authority, I'm Cindy Bricado for Greater MSP Business.